We had some other suggestions. One is, can we, Jimmy and Ken and everybody, you guys, Jose, get a chance to go through that list, the sequence of stuff about pole and roll-up? You can make your notes over the next day. And just mark on there what you think should change, and then we can talk about it. I'd like to get that done by Wednesday and get that off the list. Also, we had a suggestion about, there's a couple of them here, and we should have more water fountains at the new place. We have 2 here, and both are out of service. One for weeks, the other since I started here 3 years ago. Okay? How about hiring a plumber to fix the water fountain? So obviously the water fountain's an issue, so if we can move that up, Rich, and let me know. Also, Frank, can you look at, we made that, I have 2 people here asking about the board that we, SOS 109, we have to run across the plexiglass, and now it's become smooth, except for the edges. I don't know where we got that made or who made that. Could you look into that for me? Just see where we got it done, because obviously we got it all cut up in Ashland, so we can get a new one out for everyone out there, okay? Again, Tuesday or tomorrow we have visitors coming in, so can we please make sure everything's cleaned up and straightened up? Improvement, yeah. So we're in improvement about how things, again, what bugs us, and everybody who's worked with Kaizen foam, it is hard to work with a straight knife. So again, Nick just went and took the knives and manipulated the knives so it's easier to cut it. So obviously if it's easier to cut it, we'll do more of it because we don't struggle with it. Okay, so it's just the idea of how to make it easier so we work with it. So basically that's a little Kaizen foam kit that Nick made up that makes it easier for him to make it up. So let's give Nick a hand here. Nice job. Good job, Nick. Alright, so again, we were talking about event-type problem solving. The group leaders and engineer specialists work on individual process problems as well as operations management problems. An example of operation management problem may be the parts shortage that occurs. When there is a parts shortage, the group leader will mainly focus on that individual process level. For example, is there a problem with visibility of the parts that allowed the team member to miss the fact that parts were running short? The team leader should have noticed and pulled the and-on cord before it got to the point of the shortage. Or perhaps training on how to use the and-on is needed. However, at Toyota, the group leaders will also work on the systems level problem solving. For example, at the systems level, the material handling route may need to be rebalanced so that the material handler can handle the volume of work during peak periods. This is the responsibility of the material handling group, but the group leader may participate in a team to help work on the problem. At an even higher level, the group leaders will also have a role in the annual planning, but mostly at the release to setting the targets for improvement for the group and the working on the daily projects to achieve the plan. The development and coaching of the problem solving at the team leader and group leader level is a core part of every manager's job. The day is spent with the system highlighting problems and coaching people through the process of solving them. Most often it is done informally as problems occur. Systems are also set up in the plan to facilitate this process formally. For example, Toyota has an internal auditing process that takes 5 cars off the line each shift, and inspectors go over the car with a fine-tooth comb to find out if there are any defects. Team leaders and group leaders are called immediately if a defect is found from their area. They go right to work to put a short-term countermeasures in process to contain the problem in using event-type problem solving. Then after the second break, a meeting is held at the audit area every day for the group leader and above to come together, review the defects, and to allow the group leader to report out their problem-solving investigation. The short-term countermeasures and the long-term countermeasures, if they have any. Managers take this opportunity to question and coach the group leaders to go deeper into the problem-solving process, shifting to setting type problem-solving. Okay? So obviously, the getting more people involved, that's what we need to do to fix problems. Because here's what we do. We ran out of material. We have a hot job. We'll order more material. We don't figure out how we ran out of material. We don't figure out why we ran out of material or what amount of material we should have on hand. We firefight. We throw people at it. We just order more. What do? We just order more the next time because we just had a problem. So that's where we got to get away from. We have to fix the problem. Again, and fix alarms, not answer alarms. Okay?